How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of Saints Row 3 on the PC, and today's commentary topic is why I feel that the R18 rating in Australia is pointless. So let's get into it. So if you haven't heard yet, I'd be surprised, since the news is pretty much everywhere, that Saints Row 4 was refused classification in Australia, and this has got a lot of people in Australia mad. Myself, I'm kind of a bit iffy because I'm not really the biggest fan of Saints Row, but it just annoys me that we're seeing another game again that's being refused classification, even though at the beginning of this year, on the 1st of January, we got an R18 Plus rating, but it still has been refused classification. Now, I've looked more into the R18 Plus rating, and it seems like, for the most part, all that the R18 Plus rating is doing is making, if a game is too violent for MA15, it goes to R18 Plus. That's it. If there's any drug use that's used for rewards, that's automatically not allowed in, not even under R18 or anything. It's just refused classification. So there was also another game called State of Decay. Now, this game I've been looking forward to for years, and that wasn't released in Australia because you take certain types of drugs and it gives you benefits in the game. So I think either we need a whole new rating, 21 plus or something like that, that can let these drug things in, because just because I play in a game that there's some drugs or something and it gives me a benefit in the game doesn't mean I'm going to go out in real life and go, ooh, I'm going to take some drugs because that'll help me. That's not how people are going to think this through, so I don't know why we aren't allowed that in a game. Now, the two main reasons Saints Row 4 was refused classification in Australia was because there's an alien anal probe gun and there's alien drugs that you take, and when you take these drugs, they will give you powers. So again, with the drugs thing, that's because they don't allow you to have any drugs that will give you benefits, so I don't know why they're doing that. I think that's really stupid. And the alien anal probe gun, this sounds a bit weird, but the only problem is I can't judge it myself because I haven't seen any gameplay of it, so it's kind of hard to say if that was too far or if it was within the humor that is Saints Row. So it's kind of a bit weird on that sense that no one can really tell what it's like until they see it. However, the game hasn't been banned anywhere else from my knowledge. Like, it was allowed in New Zealand with an R18 Plus rating, I believe, and I think in America it was let in. I'm not sure under what rating, if it was 17 or MA15. It was let in somewhere over there for some rating, so it wasn't really a problem there. So it's quite hard to tell at the moment if this is the Australian Classification Board overreacting on a certain thing, or if not, but it wouldn't surprise me if they were, considering how hard they were on back before the R18 rating when they got mad at Left 4 Dead 2 because there was blood and zombies. So I don't know why they seem to do these things. It seems really silly in my opinion. But State of Decay, if you're interested in that, they're going to change the names of the drugs so that that will be allowed in Australia. And Saints Row 4, they're going to obviously take out the alien anal probe gun, so that'll be fine, as well as they're going to change the drug thing. I'm not sure how, but they'll find a way, obviously. They've said they're committed to releasing in Australia. So it is a pretty good gaming industry in Australia, and there's heaps of people who are going to be willing to buy this game, even if it is edited. So it's not really going to be a problem. Plus, if you get it on Steam, you should be able to find a way to bring back the other version or change it to the American version or something like that, and you can import the game. So it's not illegal to own a copy of an unedited game or the uncut game, however you want to call it, but it is like illegal to sell it in Australia. So I'm not sure if Steam could get away with selling it on Steam, but they seem to like to abide by the country's laws that they are selling in, so I don't think they will. They probably will have the edited version up on the PC. I personally feel that either we need another rating that's going to allow games like this in, even if it is 21 plus, 20 plus, I don't even know, just something that allows the drugs thing in, because that sounds a bit weird. And with the alien anal probe gun, like I said before, I can't really make a judgment on it because I haven't seen it. I'm not sure how seriously wrong it is, or if it is just Saints Row humor, so that's kind of a bit of a weird point there. We can't really make a judgment on that, but I am really annoyed that this drugs thing, they're still not letting that through, considering you can go through games like Last of Us got let in on an R18. You can, cut up zombies, shoot people, do all that kind of stuff. That's really realistic, but you can't, have a drug if it's going to give you any benefit. So I think either the board needs to get this new rating in, or they need to explain more what they actually want from games, because it seems like the wording is kind of a bit pointless, and most other places in the world the drug thing is fine. So I'm not sure why they've got such a big problem with this. I mean, we don't have a massive drug problem in Australia, so I don't know why there is some major problem with there being rewards for taking drugs in a game. And I don't think, like with recent studies saying video games don't act in violence, I don't think the same thing's going to go. I don't think video games are going to make people want to use drugs if you get superpowers in a video game, or it helps you in a zombie apocalypse, or whatever. Anyway, this brings me into my commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments about this, put it down below, and if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.